Hey guys, Risa here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how to write a resume or a CV as we normally call it without any work experience. We're going to be doing this using just our mobile phone and in less than 10 minutes. Now, if you don't have a laptop, then no need to worry because you can easily write a resume using just your phone if you follow through with these tutorials. Now we're going to be using this very simple looking resume template. This template is editable so you can easily change all the information on it. Now a pro tip when writing your resume is that you do not need a fancy looking or a complicated resume. The goal of your resume is to be able to convey the information you want to send to the recruiter, and also for the recruiter to be able to easily see and read what is on your resume. You have to keep in mind that there are hundreds or even thousands of people who are applying for that same position, so the simpler the better. The link of this resume is going to be in the description box of this video, so if you want to use it, you can go check it out and you'll be able to get access to this resume template. All right, now let's go ahead to see how you can easily write a resume or a CV without any job experience. Now, before we start writing the resume, let's first of all take a look at some of the misconceptions that we need to get rid of ASAP. The first misconception you need to get rid of ASAP is that you don't have job experience. There is no such thing as a person without a job experience. As long as you live, you breathe, you talk, you have job experience. Do you talk? Then you have communication skills. Have you ever solved any problem, any conflict? Then you have problem solving skills. Have you ever organized, cleaned, arranged your home? Then you have organization skills. We tend to overlook and ignore this particular type of skills when applying for a job, but these are the type of skills that every business require from their employee, and you already have them. Now, the second misconception you need to get rid of is the fact that you need to be 100% honest in your resume. I came to realize that almost 50 to 80% of the skills that are set as requirements to execute that particular role, those are skills that you learn while in the workplace. Most of the skills are going to be set as part of your training when you're already in the workplace or acquired as a self-taught knowledge. So if you're going through the job requirement and you realize that you have at least 30 to 50% of the skills required to do the job, then you're a perfect match for that job. The third misconception is that you need to write down only the actual skills that you have. But when you're writing a resume, you need to tailor your resume based on the key responsibilities or the skills that is required for that particular job. The end goal is for you to get a call back and eventually the job. So if your resume does not match the key responsibilities or the skills that they are looking for, then you'll never get a call back. You don't need to lie throughout your resume, but you also don't necessarily need to tell the truth 100%. So that is why you can take the opportunity to learn the required skills if the skills are the most valuable in the particular role that you're applying for. All right, so with that said and done, we're going to go ahead to see how we can start writing our resume. We're going to start by editing our name and our information. Write down your town and the city where you're from. Next is your email address, and then your phone number, and then your LinkedIn address. If you have a LinkedIn profile, this is where you're going to type in the address. But if you don't have it, you can just delete that part. Next is the summary section of our resume, and we're going to be using AI to help us with that. So we're going to be using the Microsoft 365 Copilot AI tool. Now, if you don't have this app, go install it from Play Store. And then when you open it up, you're going to see Copilot at the bottom right here. Click on the Copilot. Once it's open up, turn on the use GPT-4. Now we want the most accurate results. We're going to turn this on. Just use your finger and click. And then next is to type in your prompts. We're going to be giving it this prompt. You're an experienced resume writer with 100% successful job rates. Write me a resume summary for a social media marketing role based on my qualifications and what I do. And then I listed down my qualifications and of course what I do on the site. So you can see my side business. So this is just a dummy prompts that I'm writing, right? So you can just arrange your own the way based on what you have or what are your qualifications and what you do. And then click the arrow button and it's going to write down some basic summary. You can just check it out, go through it, and if it's what you want, you can copy and paste, but you can also ask it to make it a bit shorter. So I'm going to say make this text shorter without changing the tone of voice, and let's see what it does. All right, so you can now go through it, read it. But if you don't want to read, you can also just click on the little speaker option here and it's going to read it out for you. All right, so let's click and let's see what it does.
00 FRS in profits. Boasting 80K followers on Facebook and TikTok, I effectively engage digital communities. As a mentor to 10 women entrepreneurs, I foster business acumen and growth. My practical marketing experience from JB Cooperative Credit Union Bamenda enhances my ability to craft compelling.
If you're okay with the text, you can just copy it and then go back to your resume, and then we're going to select the entire text and then paste this one that we've copied here. Now, if the text is too long, what you can do is to reduce the font size so that it's going to fit perfectly within the one-page resume. What we want is to fit in all our information on a one-page resume, so we don't want a double-page resume, so a two-page resume. Nobody have the time to go through a two-page resume. So what you can do to achieve this is to make sure the font size is a little bit smaller, but also not too small, because we don't want to strain the eyes of the recruiter. All right, the next section to fill is the education section. In this section, you need to list down your certifications or your degrees in a reverse chronological order, meaning that you need to start with the most recent degrees or certifications. And also you need to add only the certifications or degrees that are relevant for that particular role you're applying to. So in this case, we're going to start with our highest qualification, which is our bachelor's degree. And we're going to write down the name of the university, the degree type, major, minor, GPA, and also the location, town and city, and when I actually got the certificate. All right, the next thing to write is your skills. Right here, you need to list down the hard skills and the soft skills that you need for that particular job. And also, if you have any other relevant skills that might help increase your chances of getting the job, then you need to list them down here. Now, the best way to know exactly what type of skills you need to include in your resume for that particular job is to look for a sample job post. I'm going to be using LinkedIn. All right, so I'm going to log into my LinkedIn account, and at the top, I'll go to jobs. And we're just going to take a look at a random social media management job. So here's an example. You can see the key responsibilities, and right within the key responsibilities, you're going to see the type of skills that the recruiter is requiring for this particular job, right? So you can see video editing. So with these responsibilities, we're going to copy all of it. We're going to copy them all, and then we're going to go back to our AI tool, which is Copilot, and we're going to give it a prompt. And this is a prompt that we're going to give it. We're going to ask it to list down some of the 5 hard skills based on the key responsibilities, so that we can add it to our resume to increase our chances of getting an interview. And it's going to list them down like this. Right, so you can just copy all of this. So these are the basic hard skills that is required for that particular job. So when you list them down, you can just copy and paste them here. So we're going to do the same for our soft skills. All right, so this is not really that necessary, but let's just use AI to do the basics. So we're going to ask it to give us 5 soft skills based on the responsibilities. And of course, it's going to give us some hard skills. So within the hard skills, within this text, we're going to see some basic soft skills that we can use to include in our resume. For example, like strategic planning. So you can just copy it and then go back and paste it within your soft skills here, right? So these are some of the soft skills that we're going to include, right? And then the next is other skills. You can list down any other skills that you have that is going to be relevant for that particular job. And that is it. Right, so the next section to fill is the experience section. And we're also going to be using Copilot again. So you're going to give it this prompt. You are an experienced resume writer with a 100% successful job interview callback. Write me a resume experience for a social media marketing role based on my work experience and skills. And I listed down some work experiences. I've worked as an intern at a cooperative credit union and online. I have an online cosmetic business. I have a TikTok business page. And then I'm going to list down some skills. So you can list them down here, and then it's going to it basically writes down an entire resume for you. You can see a professional summary, which you can also read, and if you like, you can edit and add to your own summary. It goes down to the work experience, and you can see that it starts with the first one, which is the internship, which is at the cooperative union. You can see it starts there describing the experiences with actionable words like collaborated, assisted, and it goes to the next one, which is a founder and owner, right? So it even gives you a name and you can see it uses actionable words like launched, all those things like that. So you can see that it has actually arranged it perfectly for you. Another pro tip when writing your experience section is to add measurable results like percentages, amounts sold. So let's go ahead to ask it to add measurable results, and let's see what it does. All right, so let's go down and check it out. So again, it starts from the beginning and it's writing down an entire resume for us, starting with names, professional history or summary, and then the work experiences. All right, so you can see there are some sections, there are some parts where it does not actually add any measurable result like figures, percentages. So what you can do is you can just basically add it yourself. When you are doing the editing, you can edit the parts and then add some measurable results. So let's go ahead to see what we can do here. So I just copied part and I placed here and I edited and I added some measurable results. So let's take a look at the first one. It says launched an online cosmetic business, achieving over 800,000 francs in profit within 1 year. So you can see I not only I'm not only telling the recruiter how much I made, and also tell them the period of time where I was able to make that amount of profit. So those are actionable results, right? So let's take a look at the second one. It says developed and implemented social media strategies to promote products, engage with followers, and which resulted in 600% sales within 3 months. So it tells you you have full actionable results. So it tells the recruiter exactly what I'm capable of doing within that period of time and how much I was able to achieve within the period of time. All right, let's take a look at another one. It says utilize video editing skills to create captivating product demonstrations and tutorials, resulting in 250,000 views within a period of 2 months. Right, so you can see that the results are measurable. They're able to see the time frame I'm able to achieve a certain result. The last section is a project interest section. This is where you can write down any other project or interest that you have done before that is relevant to this job. So you can write down any creative project that you have done that you think that will be relevant to this job role. Right, so once you're done, the next thing is to export it. Click on the arrow at the top and click on the download button. We're going to change the file type to a PDF print. Click the drop down arrow and then click PDF print, and then you download it, and then you can go print it out and apply to your job. Or you can also save it into your phone as a PDF, and then you apply to online jobs. You can always come back and edit your entire resume so that it suits the particular job that you want to apply to. So that is how you can easily write a resume using your mobile phone.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, the thumbs up button, which is the like button as well. And also do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel yet. Also share the video to those you know might find interest in the video. And if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section. I'll gladly reply to all of your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.